extraordinary group. They processed through these same aisles and were positioned on the stage here. And parents, before you know it, your child will be similarly stationed and ready to launch out into the world. We had an unbelievable class. I just wanted to do a quick, shameless bit of institutional self-promotion. Students, you know, some schools game this. They publish these acceptance lists. And so you can look at it and you see these fancy looking schools. All it takes is one student to gain admission or acceptance to this. Just don't be fooled by these sort of trickery out there and the fraudulence in the marketplace. But we had actual individual students who will be enrolling at the following institutions: Harvard, Yale, Princeton, not just one. Okay, you're with me here. Penn, Dartmouth, Cornell, Rice, Caltech, Johns Hopkins, Amherst, Naval Academy, Bryn Mawr, Haverford, Wesleyan, Pomona, Duke, Georgetown, Middlebury, Northwestern, Washington University, NYU, Lehigh, Davidson, W&L, Vanderbilt, Chapel Hill, Tulane. Record outcomes at UVA, William & Mary, Virginia Tech, JMU, our Virginia Publics. What an extraordinary array of public institutions we enjoy here in Virginia. The average SAT score, verbal math combined for this class of 2016, over 1,300. 49 admitted to the University of Virginia, unbelievable, really gaudy. And that cohort had 1,400 average SAT scores, just the applicants to UVA. We had 800 discrete 800 SAT scores, just on and on and on. No other independent school in the state or region, only a handful in the nation whose senior class can make such claims. And I know our friends in the West End of Richmond and elsewhere always lament, why do you get so many students into what X school, UVA in particular? Well, it's self-evident. Excellence abounds here, and just think of the elevating quality for every conversation, every class, every lab, every senior speech, every lunchtime conversation, every interaction. Achievement is boosted and elevated by that quality. No child could possibly be left behind, with peers challenging and inspiring each other. We also graduated our first Malone Scholar. We were contacted 4 years ago. We were identified as the best independent school in the state. The head of that foundation, the Malone Foundation, called me up and said, "Would you like to be considered for a $2 million gift?" What do you say? I'll sleep on it. And I gulped and said, absolutely. And here we are, adding that to our endowment, which goes directly not to enriching the enriched, but to actually children who need that financial aid and support in order to enroll here. We had over 300 attendees at our Leadership Fellows Symposium. This is a leading edge, cutting edge national program. Our constellation of fellows programs. We have students launching out to China as we speak on our way to our partner school, Beijing 101. Our global health fellows are en route to Haiti. Our German students left yesterday for Learningen, where we celebrate our 43rd continuous exchange with Copernicus Gymnasium. Partnerships also with Saint Dominique in Paris, our second decade there. Partnerships with Holy Trinity and St. George's in Argentina. Our second Odyssey group, middle school students who will combine a study of Latin ancient history, Homer's Odyssey on a trip to southern Italy and Sicily, a fusion of Roman and Greek culture. I know Dr. Polio is sitting over there. I'm going to give him a shout out. But he and his wife and Winnie Poole have organized this trip over the last few years, and it's an extraordinary intellectual journey for our students. I close with two requests, and I'll trade all those academic achievements and habits of mind, the rarefied academic excellence. Frankly, I'd trade all that for the habits of heart and conscience that we enjoy here, and that's really that's why this school exists. It's not to give you a decal to proudly place it in the back of your car window. But what kind of adult, man, woman, spouse, leader are your sons, your grandsons, and daughters going to be in 10 or 20 or more years from now when we're not here? That's the imprint we want them to carry. So students, I have a closing request to make of you, too. Just as you practice habits of mind, and they've been richly on display here, and I've certainly just gone through a roll call of these from class of 2016 as well, but we've celebrated those of 2022. Just as you pick up a book to read, a violin to practice scales, or a lacrosse stick to work on your shot, a paintbrush or pencil to draw, the habits of heart and of conscience similarly must be practiced and cultivated. Personal integrity, personal honor should not be left to the geographic confines of 1585 Wesleyan Drive. Take it home with you, live it, strive to be a person of integrity. Being a person of integrity means you're the same person. Like an integer, you have a certain wholeness and completeness and consistency of character, whether you're online, offline, on campus, off campus, it doesn't matter. Be a bulldog. And Thomas Friedman put it squarely for us, quote, "The faster, more accessible, and ultra-modern the internet becomes, the more all the old-fashioned stuff matters. Good judgment, respect for others who are different, and basic values of right and wrong. Those you can't download. They have to be uploaded the old-fashioned way, by parents around the dinner table, by caring but demanding teachers at school, and by responsible spiritual leaders in a church, synagogue, temple, or mosque." And my second and final request, parents, just the leverage you're looking for. I know you always want me to invoke this for you. My name is used more often as a cudgel against children. Please, this is, my self-esteem should be flagging because of this. But anyway, use it away if you'd like, but before the actual music closing and benediction, call this an academic prayer of sorts. I'm asking all of our students, whether you're going to be in second grade next year or in 12th, to read, and adults to model this as well, because our children are imitative creatures. But read at least 1 hour a day during the summer. It's the only guarantee I know of growing your own mind, of continuous learning, of nurturing your own intellect. There's a great conspiracy afoot to stunt our intellectual growth in a media-saturated culture, but from whatever the latest handheld digital time waster there is, from YouTube to Facebook and beyond, Instagram, etc., develop the discipline to put those hollow amusements aside and find a quiet place, turn off the television and the computer and the screen, journey into the realms of gold, as Keats called them, the journey of the imagination that can only happen through reading. So we're going to do our part here. We're going to have our library open at least once a week, maybe more, if Ms. McLaughlin can make that happen, and Ms. Burns and others. So check, I think on Wednesdays we'll have that door open for you, so you can come in and trade in the latest books. But to all of you, parents and students, I wish you a marvelous, happy, healthy, joy, and reading-filled summer. Godspeed to all of you. Congratulations again to our marvelous sixth graders, our class of 2022, and we will have a reception afterwards out in the courtyard and also in the refectory, and we will close with our musical number and benediction. So would you join me again in congratulating all of our students and parents.
But I am going to intro a musical presentation by our sixth grade chorus led by Mrs. Peterson. They will perform "In My Life" by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. going to ask Gerald Ezekiel Thomas to come on up. He's our newly elected SCA president. He will present the closing benediction. And when Gerald is finished, our students in grades 1 through 5 will dismiss with their teachers, and parents, you will meet up with your children in the courtyard area right outside the gym. Our new graduates will remain seated to accept our congratulations. And as Mr. Manning said, everyone is invited to a reception immediately following the ceremony in the refectory. Happy summer.
God of love, you are with us in every transition and change. As we enter into this new era with excitement and even some anxiety, we recall your deep compassion, presence, and abounding love. We thank you for the gifts, talents, and skills with which you have blessed us. We thank you for the experiences that have brought us to this moment. We thank you for the work of others that give us breath and depth to our own work. Be with us as we move forward, rejoicing with you and supporting one another. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
We've got some music queued up somewhere, but in the meantime, we are dismissed. Thank you very much. Happy summer.